Good afternoon, Mark. A lot of our viewers may not have heard about this long-term insurance savings plan, but most of them are about to start paying into it. There is a way to opt out, but the state says most folks will not qualify for any exemption. State lawmakers decided not enough people were saving for long-term care, and that costs the state in the long run. So the state is going to start saving your money for you. It's a deduction that will surprise some. According to the Employment Security Department, the fund will take 0.58% from your gross wages. So someone making a $75,000 salary will pay about $435 a year. The deductions will begin automatically January 2022. The maximum amount available to you in the future is $36,500, and those funds won't be available until 2025. Those who want to opt out can apply starting this October 1st, but they have to have a long-term care savings plan already in place.
Yeah, it's a finite group of people who are going to be eligible for the exemption.
Matt Bulow with Employment Security says word of the fund has created a backlog for private insurance companies, and it's likely too late for anyone to get an account in time for an exemption.
I'm not a big fan of it. I never supported it. I actually worked to defeat it every time it came up.
Representative Joe Schmick says the state is giving people false hope. That maximum amount is not nearly enough to provide for long-term care. When lawmakers return to Olympia in January, he's going to propose a cap on how much someone has to pay. And he doesn't like the fact that if you live or end up moving out of the state, you can't take your savings with you.
If you live in Idaho and work in Washington, you're going to pay the tax and never get the benefit. And that's just plain, as far as I'm concerned, just wrong.
We know that most of us are going to need long-term care at some point in our lives, and very few of us have made a plan for that.
Representative Nicole Macri knows the fund won't pay for someone to live at a nursing home. She views it as a safety net, just like Social Security, and backed the bill making it mandatory. Because given the choice, she says people won't save for their future. That's what created the current problem.
So a social insurance program really requires that we have broad participation, really everybody in, for it to work.
That representative envisions some of these funds being used to pay for things like in-home care, or maybe someone to drive you to medical appointments when you're at an older age. There are lots of questions about this new plan. It is going to catch some folks off guard. If you have any questions about it, you can text the word CARE to 206-448-4545, and we'll send you our story with a couple of the links that the state has set up to get those questions answered. Live in Olympia, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.